All right. So ADHERE founder, CEO Robert Buchanan here. Um, so we are on the voyage back from the Grand Canary Islands to Gadi, Spain. So very exciting. I mean, what a remarkable location right outside of Morocco there in Africa. Um, be so close to the Sahara Desert. That was amazing. Um, I think we learned a lot about the technology up until this point. And there's a lot of great things that were very successful, so it's very exciting for us. Mostly the exceptional quality of capturing data and then storing it locally until reconnection was established. So it's very, very good to see all that data coming in and showing throughout the journey, the progress of the device recording that data, and that's motion, acceleration, height, altitude, anything related to speed, the different gases we're measuring for ethanol, CO2, MOX gases, a lot of great things on board the Wave device that's really going to make a huge impact for sustainability of food for the cruise industry in terms of continuous monitoring. So I am in my cabin right now. As you can see, it's there's the little hook area for my jacket. The door that you see behind me that's open, that's the restroom area. And on either side of me, I have two cabin beds. Um, Definitely just woke up, so very. Uh, I do have motion sickness, so I have to really do a lot of different ticks and trips. Sorry, different tricks and tips to be able to do these types of things. Bonine being one of those, along with Dramamine. But it's a very cyclical thing, and um, it does get to me sometimes. So, especially Dramamine, because that one will just straight up knock you out in terms of becoming lethargic. Now we're up and alert, and we're going to go survey some things on the ship. We've got the different Wave devices running right now. This is the headless one. It's got a lot of good things on board. Collecting data here for this device. That's very exciting to see. And we do have the one with the screen is also collecting data. Um, all these are all running and collecting their data. So what's good about this is once you fire them up and they get connected online, they immediately they immediately start collecting data whether they're online or not. So that's very important to distinguish, because that says that, hey, you're going to get your information regardless of what's going on. And that's a big deal, because you don't want to have to depend solely on being online in case online's not available. So one of the things we did confirm is that the signal on board, not all vessels, but this fleet in particular, is not very good for Wi-Fi. Cellular, obviously, certain pockets are good and others are not. This concept that we have of pairing our technology with Starlink to improve not just their telecommunications on board with Starlink, but also their inventory management using Starlink as well, as the primary gateway for moving the data. That's exciting to see that there's an opportunity for that, because we really believe that a robust network like Starlink Communications paired with our device can really be such an incredible game changer for the vessel overall, from the experience of just having good internet to using the internet as a tool to get to new levels and heights in other areas you haven't achieved before. And then we have to do a lot of things too. Lots of Ensure. Yeah, old people drink. That's great. Been drinking Ensure since I was 10 years old, so that probably makes me pretty old then. And obviously, I'm a type 1 insulin dependent diabetic, so that becomes quite a challenge as well, just traveling around the world and doing these crazy adventures and building this technology with the team. We keep a constant log of every moment that happens. We write down everything. We also use a continuous glucose monitor that allows us to kind of monitor how our glucose is doing at all times of the day. So that's a little screen that we use for that. They don't always work, for the record. This is one that totally failed, and you can see my arm is totally broken out from a bad sensor that I have. So, such as tech, it works for them probably 60% of the time. So, but 60% is better than zero. It's way better. I can say that with certainty. It's way better. After managing diabetes with something as simple as just a basic glucometer and only being able to get in 5 tests a day, it becomes incredibly difficult to actually have success with only 5 tests a day. And that's kind of where the inspiration for Wave came from. Is if you check your food only 5 times a day right now, you think you're successful, but the truth is you don't know success until you see what it's like to check it every second. And that's how it is with the diabetes. Now that I can check it 60% of the time with accuracy, that's a game changer. And having gone blind from not having that kind of data, so I went blind in my right eye. It's still very much very limited on what I can do, but it took a lot because it was 100% blind, and then I brought it back by eating a massive amount of spinach and vegetables and stuff over the course of 2 years with a lot of injection therapy and surgery. And so now it's a fully functioning eye that can see what's going on in the environment, can tell, between a laptop computer and a book, and, a person and a dog, and, a table versus, the sky. Like, definitely can see the colors and all that fun stuff. Reading is challenging. Reading is very challenging. The left eye, I was able to save. Yeah, I was able to avoid the surgery and everything. I was able to save it. Both eyes were actually in the same state. So, having gone through that experience, I can tell you with certainty that continuous monitoring of anything, is far worth the price, and far worth the investment, and far worth the power of what the data can do to move mountains and change the circumstances of anything that you tag it to. So for us, our focus is continuous food monitoring. We believe that is a place that something like Internet of Things and Wi-Fi and technology can do wonders for, to reduce that 30% of losses that these cruise ships experience on a weekly basis, and bring them down to zero, or at least get them really close to net zero, as close as possible. And we know that it's going to work because it's saved. Continuously monitoring myself has saved me. So if it can save me, and I'm a complex human being, it can most certainly save some food. So with that being said, there's my life story in a nutshell. So we're going to go check out the ship and experience a few things, and we look forward to publishing the next set of results for everyone to see on how continuously monitoring can make a huge difference for reducing food waste for cruise ships. Robert, signing off.